All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the Star Pass at Marriott. So we are here in the back here where all the deliveries are. So what we got to do is we have to go to, let me see if I can show you the other side. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are. We're in the back of the Star Pass. This is where the deliveries are, right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in through here, check in with the security, and then we should be able to, right behind me right here, I see some people loading in. I'm not sure if you can see that, but right there behind me, we're probably going to load in there. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in, check with security, and after that, start the unload. And this right here is all the equipment that we have. So we have everything right here packed in the back. I'm going to go over everything that I have, but so pretty much all we got is the Rev 7. We have the 6-foot table. We have the RCF mixer. We have our rack that has our microphones in it because that has a conditioner. So everything will plug into that. We also have our monitor as well. So pretty much we got everything that we need just for a small setup because we're going to be plugging into their system. So when we go in, we should have XLR and power. After we have that, so the setup should go smoothly. But this everything that we have here. I got my dolly in the back, and then so let's go ahead and get everything started. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So while you are watching this at home on your TV, I'm going to be watching it with you, and I'm going to be hopping in from time to time, just adding some extra details on top of what you're seeing right now. So right now, I'm checking into security to get everything rolling. What's up, big dog? I'm the DJ for the event tonight, so they told me to come in and check in for a badge, so that way I can go ahead and start setting up.
Okay, cool. Have you ever done this before?
Yeah, I've done it a couple years ago.
Is a certain company name at all?
Fox Entertainment Group, PHOX Entertainment Group. And name is Nathaniel Cini.
PHX?
PHOX
PHX?
Entertainment Group. Should be with the Eric Height Foundation.
I'm sorry, what is your name again?
Nathaniel, Nathaniel.
There you go.
Cool. And the Arizona room, I can access it right over here, right?
Yeah, it's already rolled up.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, that's it. Got my little badge here. And I'll go ahead and stick this badge on me. And we're going to go inside first to kind of see how everything is. And then go ahead and start the load. All right, so just got finished talking to the guys in there, and they're not even, let me show you this. They're not even set up yet. So I was supposed to get here. The negotiation was between 12 and 1 o'clock. And this is how it looks right there. So I'm gonna be set up right here on this table. All right, stage here. And so yeah, but the sound guys, they're not even set up yet. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to, the time is 12:09. So we're just gonna pull everything from the truck and then bring everything in and then set everything up. And then we'll probably leave and come back because it probably taking a few hours, probably taking like 30 minutes. So we'll do that so that way we're on time. Well, this will make the setup go quicker. So as you can see right here, I have no SD card in the Osmo Pocket 3 because last night I was downloading all the footage from the last gig to the computer and forgot to put it back in the Osmo. So we are we can't record with the Osmo right now. So I'm gonna have to do everything with the iPhone. So bear with me. Let's see how it turns out. All right, so since I can't record anything with the Osmo, I'm gonna have to use the new iPhone 17 to record everything, the front and the back. So right now I'm using the forward facing camera and the back facing camera to kind of show you everything. So I haven't done this in a while because I've been relying on the Osmo, but since I don't have the Osmo, this is what we're gonna have to do. All right, so this is how everything fits in the back of the truck. All right, I have the Rev 7, I have the rack that has the microphones in it and a power conditioner. This right here is the monitor, the facade, the 6-foot table, and then on the other side I have my cable bag. So this is pretty much everything. So we're gonna put everything on the rock and roller cart. All right, and I'll put a link to all this in the description. Actually, all this equipment, if you look in the description of the video, you're gonna see a link tree, and on that link tree, it's gonna have all of my equipment all set up. One thing I have to do is scroll, and it's gonna be all the links to everything. So just wanna let you know how that is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unload everything from here and roll it in. And this is the audio guys here. So like I said, the time is 12:19. So everyone's setting up at the same time. So we'll probably set up and then probably go home and then come back, kind of see how it is. But right now, that's the plan. All right, so I got everything loaded up. So this is what everything I had in the truck here. So we got the 6-foot table. We have the small rack. This is the 4U small short boy rack that I have. Inside of it has the microphones in it, has a power conditioner, and it has a drawer. Then we have the Hercules mic stand, and then on the bottom we have the Rev 7. This right here is the Mackie Thump 15 monitor. This is the facade, the Stardust facade. We have our jetpack backpack right there. We also have the RCF mixer, and this right here is a cable bag, and everything is being carried on the Rock and Roller 12 Stealth. All right, so like I said, all of this is going to be in the description. If you look at the link tree, everything's going to be laid out there. Click the link tree link, and all the equipment is going to be laid out. All right, so this is everything right there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to roll on the inside and go ahead and start setting up. So being that they are setting up the same time we are, that it kind of gives us a little bit of leeway to kind of set up real slow and kind of, take our time. So this is actually good. The event doesn't start till later on in the afternoon or later on in the evening. So we can just kind of set up, real chill and kind of, do our thing without having to rush. All right. So this is what we're going to be set up at, right over here. All right, so we'll just take this stuff. We find out whose stuff this is, lay it aside, and this right here is going to be what we need. So since we already have a table here, we don't need our table, so that's good. So we can put that table back, but this is going to be our vantage point once everything gets set up. All right, so we found out whose stuff that was. Well, actually, we didn't. We just moved it, but I did get some help. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to start setting up everything just right over here. While I'm doing this, I'm trying to figure out a way how I can capture this. I may probably just prop the phone up somewhere and capture it, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now. So go ahead and start getting everything done. So like I said before, I left the Osmo, the SD card to the Osmo, so I can't record. Normally I record my time lapse and setups with that, but now I got to use the iPhone, so I just popped it up like on my case and kind of, letting everything go. So this is, just trying to get there and get the content for you guys so that way you can see everything I'm doing. We don't really have a full setup. We pretty much have everything except for our speakers. I got the monitor there. I got my rack with the microphones in it, external mixer, and the Rev 7. That's pretty much it. But the good thing about this is that after I'm set up, obviously I'm going to be set up faster than they are. I can actually, go through and explain every single piece of my equipment. I get a lot of questions about my external mixer, so I'll start with that, explaining how and why I use the external mixer. Spoiler alert: if you don't use the external mixer, I highly recommend you use one because it makes a huge difference, especially too in these types of events. You're actually going to be plugged into the house, so you can have a little more leeway with that. But I'm almost done, so go ahead and get right into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have everything all set up. So time is 1:17. We have the RCF mixer. We have our rack that has our microphones in it. We have power conditioner and a drawer. Right here we have our Rev 7. We have the Pro X case for that. We do have our M1 MacBook Pro. All right, and I just got finished checking the speed test. So I do have my hotspot right here. All right, $40 from Verizon to make sure you have a hotspot. The backup to the hotspot is actually my actual iPhone right here. So we'll see. We'll test that in a minute. But right now, the laptop is connected to the hotspot. And this right here is what the hotspot speed test is. All right. And we do have the Sardox tabletop facade. And this is what everything looks like right here. All right, so team there is still putting up everything. Got the projectors going up, gonna have the sound, all that's done there. We will have a projector over here beside me as well. All right, they're gonna have a slideshow and all the information is gonna be up on here as well. All this is gonna be filled with people. They do have pretty much all the effects they're still setting up, but this right here is gonna be the vantage point to where we're gonna be at today. All right. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to check the Wi-Fi for the actual phone. So let's go ahead and
At least 4. So do 4.
connect there.
I think we'll be all right. Stay at 4.
All right, connecting to the phone. All right, boom. So now the phone is connected. So now let's see. So right now, this right here, this was the hotspot. My Verizon hotspot. All right, so that's that. And then this is the speed for that. So 26 up, 26 down, 9 up. That's decent. All right, and now let's check the hotspot for the phone. And this right here is like the backup to the backup. So if this goes down, we always have the phone right here. And the phone hotspot is blazing. So this is good that I know that I can go back and forth between the phone and the actual hotspot here. So this is good news there. So most of my stuff is going to be on here as well, but I know that if I need to connect to Wi-Fi, I know I have options. So from the phone, it's 430 down, 436 down, and pretty much nothing going up. Less than a meg going up, which is fine because we're not trying to upload anything. We're just trying to download songs. So that's where we at. So we got 2 options. We got the phone and we have the hotspot right here. So pretty much everything is done. We just got to wait for power. So the power will go here. So since we have some time, I can go over how I have everything set up, kind of more in depth. This mic stand right here, I will be putting it right here behind me because this is where the I'm going to put up the when I go home and come back, I'll get the make sure I have the SD card for the Osmo. So Osmo is going to go over here. So pretty much it's going to be looking over my shoulder just like this. All right. So this is going to be the advantage of having the Osmo. It'll look over my shoulder. All right. So that's that. And then so we have the RCF mixer. All right, and the reason why I bring the RCF mixer is because everything goes through this. All right, I'm comfortable with this. If something runs like a problem or something, I know that this can handle it. Meaning, like for example, today I'm bringing a booth. All right, the booth because I'm not sure about their situation, but I bring this booth because I know this is going to be loud enough for me and in my environment. So this booth is actually hooked up right here to the back of the mixer, which I can control right here. All right. If I didn't have my mixer, I could still use this inline for the booth, but I do have a external recorder that I'm going to show you, and this external recorder goes into the line. So pretty much this booth right here is going to be controlling my booth. But then whenever I record everything that I do tonight, I'm going to be using an external recorder, and this external recorder is pretty much a direct line from the mixer. So it's going to have this master here. The master, this is where the XLRs. So whenever they are finished their audio setup, they'll give me XLR, which I'll go into here, which will be plugged into their mains. And then from here, separately, I can control the external recorder right here from the control room level. So pretty much that gives me a separate signal that I can record my mixes live. All right. The reason why I have an external mixer, external recorder, is because yes, whenever you are doing Serato, you can record from Serato. But if you are streaming music, you cannot record. It will not let you record whenever you're streaming music. So let's say, for example, if I'm DJing whatever, and then someone asks me for a song that's from Tidal, it won't let me drag it into the playlist because I'm recording. So I have to stop recording, which is going to mess up the mix, play the song, and do all that. So no, all I'm going to do is have my external mixer external recorder here so that way I can have a clean signal from that. So this is why I bring the RCF mixer as well. Also too, this channel right here is going from the Rev 7, and this right here is my mic 1 and mic 2. I only need one mic, but if something else happens, let's say, for example, we will have dancers that's going to be here tonight. They're called Country Bandits. They're going to be getting people out, you know, helping people interact and things like that. And they may do some classes or like kind of give instruction. If they need a mic, I have a mic for them. All right. But yes, I know that I don't need to bring all of this, but I always bring this. This is my basic setup, because if anything happens, I'm prepared for it. I got 2 mics. Yes, I only need one, but if something happens, I have a second one. All right. I can control the mic separate right here. Yes, you have mic controls on here, but you have more control and it sounds better coming through your mixer. All right. And then from there, I have my 1/4 inch for my mixer. And then I have, if something goes wrong, I also have my auxiliary. So for the auxiliary, I'll have the iPad hooked up. So if, for example, if something goes wrong with the main board, the iPad will be hooked up, so that way I can keep music on if something happens until I figure out what's happening. That has happened before, but this is why I have the external mixer, because everything goes through this. It's powered. It's going to have a direct line to the main house, so that way if something happens, catastrophic or non-catastrophic, or just like something, you know, just a spread of the moment that wasn't scripted, I am prepared for it. So this is why I bring the RCF mixer. And then, like I said, we got the microphones, we got the power conditioner. The reason why I bring this power conditioner is because, number one, the microphones is here. So I just bring this box and everything is in here. So I got microphones here. All this, even the microphones, the Rev 7, the laptop, and my monitor, all of that goes into the back of this power conditioner. This power conditioner is pretty much like a surge protector. All right. So instead of bringing a surge protector, I have this because it serves the same exact thing. So everything is plugged into the back of here. And then this is where you're going to plug into the wall. So they're going to give me power for this. And so now everything is protected. Reason why I have this is because, number one, it cleans the power. So if there's any hums or anything like that, this will take care of it. So that goes to show that if you are having hums in your system and you're not running a power conditioner, I'd say get you a power conditioner from Amazon. If it works, cool. If it takes away the hum, keep it. If it does not take away the hum, send it back to Amazon. The link to this is in the description as well. Only thing you got to do is look for the link tree and you'll see it right here. The link tree link has all my equipment, all of this laid out for you. All right. Then we got the drawer. Normally I use this for my ceremonies because there's a mic or a lavalier. But the reason why I bring this one and not the big boy is because the big boy, it has the controls for the lights in there. So I don't need, there's no lighting. We're not having anything to do with lighting tonight. So I don't need to bring the bigger one. And pretty much the difference between that case and the other case is this case right here, it is a 4U and it's shallow. And then the other one is a 6U and it's deeper. All right. So that's the difference between this rack and the other rack. If you want to see what other rack, just check my other videos on my main setup, because this what it is. That's you're gonna see the difference. All right, so that's that. Then, like I said, we have the Rev 7. All right, we have the Hercules mic stand, and the reason why I have the Hercules mic stand is because whenever I have my mics out, boom, I can just go ahead and talk without having to hold the mic. I can go ahead and do my stuff, kind of like old school DJ, you know, 2 turntables, a microphone, boom, here we go. That's why I like that tabletop mic, the tabletop mic stand, Hercules tabletop mic stand. Again, the link to this is in the description. Look for the link tree link, and it'll be right there. And then MacBook Pro, this is the M1. It's pretty much maxed out, but this is where we're going to plan on everything. And also, too, if you want to know how I actually booked this gig, if you click the link, the first link in the description, this is my professional DJ business blueprint. Every gig that I book, I use it from this. So if you want to book gigs like this right here is a Gala. And since I did a good job the first time, now I'm the go-to guy every year. So if you want to know the secrets behind that, click the link in the bio or click the link in the description. It's the first link. And this right here will take you to the professional DJ business blueprint. Everything on inquiries, pricing your services, contracts, everything is in this blueprint. This will help you book more gigs. So look for the blueprint. It's the first link in the description. All right. So once we have power, then I'll be able to hook up Serato and do a whole sound check. But right now we're pretty much at a standstill. This right here will be where we're going to be at tonight. I got the monitor, like I said before, and this is pretty much the whole entire gig. All right, or the setup. Pretty much all we brought was this tabletop to the side, and pretty much the rack, the mixer, the console, the Rev 7, the laptop, the mic stand, the monitor, and that's it. All right, and everything else fits up under the table. So my rock and roller cart is up under here, and also too this bag right here. That bag is the case for that. So pretty much everything fits up under here, small footprint, and this is everything that we got going on. So like I said, the time is 1:30. We're pretty much done. We're just waiting on the sound guys to finish up hooking up and give us our line and our power, and then we're pretty much good to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members, super supporters. So first up, we have Vale Event Entertainment. He's been rocking with me for 2 months. Then we got Fresh Vibes Only. He's been rocking with me for 3 months. And then we got Carmine Caruso. He's been rocking with me for 4 months. If you don't know, I got 2 tiers, supporter and super supporter. Supporter is cool, but if you got like that, super supporter is where it's at, because you get to see all these videos before everyone else. You get 30% off my digital store, and you get exclusive videos that no one else sees. Links in the description. So I just want to show you guys this real quick. So I just got finished analyzing all the files. The dance team, they're called Country Bandits. They're going to be here today. So they sent me a list of songs which they wanted me to kind of like have on cue, because they have certain dance routines and things like that lined up. So this is their playlist. So pretty much they send it to me in Spotify, and then I use Tune My Music. Here we go. So I use Tune My Music, and pretty much what this site does right here, it will pretty much here, I'll do this. So pretty much you can transfer any of these between each other. So if you have a Spotify playlist, you can turn it to Tidal. If you have a Tidal playlist, you can do it to Apple. If you have an Apple playlist, you go to Spotify or whatever the case may be, YouTube Music. So this right here is a good resource. Tune My Music. If you don't know about this already, this right here is where you can convert all these playlists in between each other. The reason why I use Tidal is because the Serato, so it is on my Tidal playlist. So I just transfer it to Tidal, and then that way I have access to the playlist. And also too, once I have the playlist, I'll drag and drop these into the analyzed files, so that way I have the BPMs and all the information on the track. All right, so that way from there I can just sort it by BPM, or go through color code it, whatever, and whenever I'm ready to play it, it's already ready. So I know that was a lot of information. If you need to go back and rewatch that, I highly advise you do that. So pretty much I just broke down my entire setup, from the mixer to the Rev 7 to the power conditioners, to the laptop, everything. So a lot of information, a lot of gems, especially if you're a new DJ. I would say rewatch that a couple times, so that way you can know why I do what I do. All right. So now that I'm finished breaking down this setup, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to break down their setup, the sound guys. And the reason why I'm going to do that is, number one, I have time, and number two, just in case if there are DJs out there, you guys are, I don't know, if you want to get into sound production or sound, engineering, like do this type of work, I'm going to show you the type of equipment they have, so that way you know what they are running, so that way you can kind of compare and kind of have that information. All right, kind of like behind the scenes. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to go through each one of their speakers, see what they're running, how they're running it, cables, all that, subs. And then we're going to go through their soundboard and kind of go and see how they're running their sound, and pretty much break down their entire setup. All right, so that's that. So now, since we have some time, the time is still 1:51. So they almost have everything set up. So I am going to be set up right here beside the stage. And this is what they are working with. All right. So they got these are VRX 932s. All right. Those arrays. And then they have the PRX 800 series. So they got subs, tops here. They also have the subs and the tops right over here as well. All right, so just so you know what they're working with their setup. And they also too, they have another one of the tops right here. And looks like that they're gonna have these for the fills. Not sure what these are. What are these? These are the JBLs on a stand. And then these are the PRX 715s. All right. So pretty much they got 15 there, another 15 there, and then they got 2 subs, and they're rocking 2 tops on top of the subs, and then they have these speakers right there, another PRX for the arrays for these speakers here. So that's pretty much their setup. Pretty dope to kind of see everything come together. But this is what everything's looking like. And we'll walk over here and kind of see what they got going on the other side. So over there you can see where they are setting up all of the visuals up on the wall. All right, she's getting everything centered. It's gonna look good. So pretty much this is what the whole venue looks like. All right, like I said, they're gonna have screens, things on the screen. I think they're projecting the image from behind the screen over there. We'll go over there in a minute, but that's how that's gonna be set up. All right, nice little garden theme was what tonight's gonna be at. Over here, this is where the main audio is gonna be at. They have their antennas and everything hooked up there. They got their soundboard. All right, looks like they got their monitor for the visuals as well. So that's gonna be there. So everything, all the audio is gonna pretty much originate from here. And then they got the XLRs pretty much going across the whole entire room, going from one speaker to the next. And it looks like how they're running it is, they're running it pretty much in and out. So they're coming into one and then having to mix out going to the other. And then it's coming around here. And then this is where all the speakers pretty much, interconnect and everything. All right, this right here is their projector that they have here in the back. So this projector right here will be able to project on this back of the screen here, and you'll be able to see it not reversed on this side here of the screen. There. Still got some draping. Looks like they may put a speaker here, I'm not sure. But then we're gonna be set up right over here behind. All right, and we'll be able to see the whole entire thing right there. Stage and all that. But this is it. This is what everything looks like. And this right here, a little more behind the scenes. So like I said, everything is going around here to the main right over there. This is where everything's originating at. All right. And then they got speakers, and then they also too have the coax cable. So how the video is actually getting here, looks like they're running a splitter. All right, a little distributor box coming in here, and from here, this is where it goes into their projector. A little high-powered projector right here. Got the box. All right, this is it right here. This is the projector, and pretty much just projecting onto the screen from here, and on the other side. So from the coax, goes into there, and that's pretty much it. Just one end, power, and from there, I think that's it. It's not really going anywhere else. But this is the projector, and on the other side, since we're gonna be right here, so we're gonna be right here, right up against the projector, which is not too bad. It's right there. It's gonna be the vantage point from there. Going around. That's where we're gonna be at right here. Still putting everything together.
Yellow right now.
All right, so I had to cut it right there because that background music it got flagged through YouTube. So I had to cut this part out so that way I can talk on top of this. All right, pro tip, if you are doing a gig log, 8 seconds and then cut the song off so that way it's not getting flagged. All right, so now they're putting all the gobos and all that up. Next, we pretty much got power. So now I'm gonna go over to where the soundboard is. They're gonna do sound check. We're gonna watch them do that. I'm gonna zoom in up close on their boards. And then from there, we're gonna sound check, and then we'll do our sound check.
So I'll just do 4.
Yeah.
You talking about 4 marks?
Yeah.
They wanted 5.
only have 4.
So you guys caught the end of that conversation. So pretty much they wanted 4 mics, but well, they got 4, but they wanted 5. And it's another reason why I actually bring my microphones. I bring extra microphones because the way I see it is, yes, I know they probably got contracted for 1, but as far as me having my own mic and me being there to give them a mic without any interruption and whatever, the way I think that makes me look better because it comes off as someone that's easy to work with and I'm able to support, I guess, the mission, put it like that. All right. This goes a long way because this first time I'm meeting this guy and he may remember this saying, hey, there was one time we only had 4 mics, but the DJ had an extra one. Just little things like that will help your business go a long way. So I understand that you bring equipment based off of what it is or whatever they ordered, but this is why I always bring my rack that has my microphones in it because by default, I'm always going to have 2 microphones. 1 for them and extra for me. And if they only need none, I still have 2 extra ones. So a little pro tip, but you guys caught the end of that. But yeah, it all worked out.
3 and 03. Test 1 2. Check 1 2. Testing 1 2. And L03 1 1 1 1 2. Number 4 coming up. Hey, test 1 2. Test 1 2. Check 1 2. Testing 1 2. Number 4. Hey, check 1 2. Test 1 2. Hey. Test 1 2. Number 4. Check 1 2. Hey.
Pretty good right there. We have plenty of headroom on these mics too, so if at
Yeah.
any point,
Okay.
But yeah, I'll do our best to switch them up. I mean,
All right. Time is 2:48. We finally got power. So right now I am scanning my mics for a new channel. Got the power conditioner. All right. The RCF mixer's on. The power is on here. Let me hook up the rev. Boom. Rev's hooked up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go through the channels. So we're going to keep this one right here, bank 16. And since this is mic 1, we keep it right there at 510. Boom, stored. And then we'll go ahead and keep this one there, bank 15. And then 15.1. Boom. So now we got 15.1 and 15.1 here. Actually, you know what? Let's go to easy setup, current list. Let's go to 15.2, just because this is mic 1 and this is mic 2. Boom, there. Now we're gonna go ahead and scan both of these mics. Turn this right here on. This right here is mic 1. All right, mic 1. Go ahead and sync there. Boom, sync. So there we go there. And we are at, there we go. That one's done. And let's do the same thing here. Turn this right here on. Mic is on. And now go to sync. Boom, sync is done. And that right there is 542 600. 542 600. Cool. There we go. All right, so both of these are sunk. Good to go. So now I'm going to do a quick mic check. All right, so I want to let the sound guy know over there that I am ready for sound check. So how I'm having everything now is I got everything, both my channels down. I do have my trim at 0. I have my master just off of 0. All right. And then coming over here to the mixer, the channel that the mixer coming at, I have that right where we're on 5.6. So I'm right at 12 o'clock. These levels right here, these are your highs, your mids, and your lows. All that is even. My gain is a little bit off of 12 o'clock. And then my master right here is straight up and down. All right, right there at 12 o'clock. So once he give me the green light, I'll be looking to make sure this is green, and then as long as this right here is green, then he'll have all the control over there as far as how much volume that he wants to give me. But this is how I'm going to start out. All right, so mic check is done. I didn't want to put that on the mic because the music that I was playing was probably going to get demonetized. But anyway, this is where all my levels was at. So these channels will be up whenever it's done. So I have my trim right there at 12. My master is just right there, just off of 0. And then coming over here, I need to give him 20% less power than what I had. So this is where we ended up at for the main. So pretty much like that's like by like 10, 30, 11 o'clock. All right, that's for the main. And then for the actual Rev 7, we're at 12 o'clock here. And those are those levels for that. And then for each mic, this is where we're going to be at for each mic. So this is the levels based off of the main house. So this is what I'm sending out to him. And then from there, he'll be able to go up or go down whenever everyone gets filled and do all that. So I will have a little bit of headroom over here. I don't want to push it too much, but I will have everything right here. But this is the sound check. Sound check is good, so we're good to go. So 3 o'clock, we're good. We're going to go home, change, and then we'll be back on the scene about 5:30, and then be ready to roll for doors open at 6 o'clock. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have changed. The time is 5:06. We are about 15 minutes out from the venue, so we should be there around 5:20-ish. So we all be in the black suit, white shirt, and got the green on for the emerald. And for J's, I got some green J's on, some white and green J's. So what we're gonna do is whenever we get to the venue, we cannot park in the back where we were before, so we gotta park in the parking garage. Once we get to the parking garage, we gotta find our way to where the ballroom is. It's all good because at the end of the night, they will give me a voucher because I'm a vendor to I guess like a discounted parking. So really the only task that we have is at the end of the night, we're going to have to decide on whether we're going to move the truck first or tear everything down, put everything on the dolly, and then bring the truck to us. So I'll think about what I'm gonna do as the night goes on, but I just want to check in with you. I'm on the way right now to the venue, and we'll see you whenever, I'll see you whenever I get there.
Ooh, had to catch a flight for the night show. Ooh, let's get back though.
Hot 98.3, Radio Boss Body Kiati. Can't forget about to the U.S. because they're saying that it is attempted murder. So again, he's in custody this weekend.
Look, grab snugly matching fits in every size and style.
Clinically studied probiotics for gut health support.
For a passenger, in my ride, my buddies, or a rental. AAA's AAA, your membership to go. Here they sleep longer and get the deeply restorative sleep day and every day. Verified military members, veterans, and their spouses. You did a thing.
All right, so right now I am pulling up to the venue. I've never even parked in this parking garage before, so that's why I'm recording this, because I want to kind of show you guys what I'm going through real time. And like I said before, whenever I park in the parking garage, because before when I was here, I parked in the back where the loading dock was. I can't park in the back doing the loading dock now, so I got to park in the parking garage. Thing is, whenever I park in the parking garage, I'm not going to know where I am. So I got to find out where I am, all right, in vicinity, in relation to where, and here I am, I was making a wrong turn.
Don't want to go that way.
But yeah, so once I park in the parking garage, I got to find out where I am in relation to where the actual ballroom is, so that way I can navigate at the end of the night. But this is actually the back of the hotel, and where we were before we're straight. So now I'm like, okay, I'm pretty much straight down from where I am. So pretty much we're parking right up under to where we're gonna be at. So, but yeah, shouldn't be too hard, but I found it. All right, so we all parked in. You see us parked right back there in the back. So whenever I was coming in, I saw a back door to where I was at earlier. So I'm gonna see. Oh, okay, yeah. So this door right here goes right to where we were just at earlier. Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect. So right where we was parked at before, right here, I was seeing people go downstairs, and that right there goes to the actual, it goes to the parking garage. So this is perfect. So whenever we leave, we can just come out this door here, come from here. Well, we'll be coming from this side over here. Go down there, get our car, and spin it around. Super easy. So now we're gonna check in with security, and then go inside and set up. Hey, was from earlier.
Checking back in.
Yeah, checking back in.
You're Daniel, right?
Yep.
What group?
Fox Entertainment Group with a PHOX.
Don't worry about the name tag, you're good to go.
All right, thanks, man. Yep. All right, we good. Super easy. Going through the employee entrance. So now, we're going to go ahead and walk right in. I'm gonna flip the camera around for you. All right, so here we are. We just came around that door right there. Come down here, and right there where it says stage ready, that's where we at. Right on the other side of that stage ready sign, we go in those doors, and that's it. So whenever we leave tonight, we'll come out, and then right here is where we're gonna be unloading. So we good to go. Oh, we can go in right here. Check it out.
Hello.
Hey.
Finding everything okay?
Yep, I'm the DJ tonight, so I'm gonna set up.
DJ, welcome.
Yep. All right, thank you. All right, so I had to cut this part because that Bruno Mars song was coming through. So, but yeah, so now I'm here at the venue. Got everything parked. I know where I'm gonna be at the end of the night. So now I'm gonna set everything down, make sure everything's still good. And then the MC, I'm gonna be collaborating with him. So I'm gonna go over there, listening to his conversations. So that way I can get our cues and kind of get the flow of everything. So that way, whenever it's go time, everything is gonna be, working smooth. And here we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. So this is setup. We got everything laid out, and they got uplights going on, which is super dope. I didn't know they had that, but yeah, we are here. So the time is 6:05. So the doors are going to be opening shortly. Like I said, we don't really have to worry about any music now. As they get started, we will be filling in in between different segments of the timeline. They don't want any dead air, so I'll have some soft jazz playing for that. So and pretty much I got the Hidden Beach. I'm pretty sure you probably heard of that. The Unwrapped, old school. You already know. So I got volume 1 for that. So in between each segment, dead air, I'll have that queued up and be playing. But we don't really start DJing until about 8:45, 8:30, 9ish. So that's going to be after dinner, after the awards and all that. So, but this is going to be checking in. So I'll keep everything rolling so that way you can kind of see what's going on. But that is pretty much it. So right now we're just chilling, get the doors open, and then that's it. So right now this is Edwin. He's the MC. I'm going to be partnering with him tonight. Right now he's going over the script, going over cues, and I'm sitting here with them, kind of hearing their conversation so that way I know what's going on. This right here is the mariachi band. They're doing the last little rehearsal before doors open. They're going to be doing the cocktail hour music as everyone comes in. Little 360 of how everything looks. And this right here is the live video footage of Gronk. They're going to auction off one of his hats, and this is the actual video of him signing it. So they're going to play this slide whenever they auction off to kind of get some context behind it. But I thought this was pretty cool. You want to try it on? And if you don't know, Rob Gronkowski, he was U of A alum, so that's why it's a big thing. Too bad he couldn't be there.
Open doors at 6:45.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. 10 minutes, right?
Grab your seats, grab your seats. We're going to get started for the team.
All right, you see me fade down the volume because the program is actually starting. So once everyone came in, we did a quick cocktail hour. I had the Hidden Beach Jazz playing for that. And then once we got started, we did the mariachi. And the mariachi was like the opening. While that was going, I kind of got some footage of my whole setup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are all set up. This is our setup for today. We do have the RCF mixer. We have the rack that has the microphones in it. We got a microphone here and a microphone here. We also have our Rep 7. We have our iPad that's controlling the Spotify just in case something goes wrong. And it's also got the live feed from we're recording everything on the Osmo Pocket 3 right here. All right, and we have our MacBook Pro M1 and everything is on the 6-foot table. And we do have the Mackie 15. This is what everything looks like right here. This is our situation for today, and this is the whole venue. This is our situation for today, and this is the whole venue.
Can we please give the mariachi, las Agaritas de Davis, give a huge round of applause. Those two little kids. Super cute. Super cute. They're gonna stay right there.
All right, so once everyone came in, they went into the mariachi. The mariachi there to welcome everyone. And then from the mariachi, they went into dinner. I played dinner music for a little bit, and then they brought a musician on who came and was doing a little bit of additional entertainment, doing magic tricks and things like that while people were eating. After the dinner and musician, they then went into the awards and started giving out the, start doing the raffles. And this is where they did the Gronk raffle for the hat.
We have a special treat for you too. We have the Rob Gronkowski signed cowboy hat. And we do also do $5,000 for a game day experience for Baylor. We just became bowl eligible today. And today's game, we got $5,000 here. One person raising their hand will do another $5,000. We'll raise $10,000. And it goes gold and gold. $10,000 for the kids. Great job. Thank you very much. You know the winners of the prize. Thank you very much. Fantastic.
All right, so they just raffled off the Gronkowski hat. They actually did 2 hats. So both of those hats, $10,000. And pretty much it was like a game day experience to where they get the hats, the signed hats, and they get a U of A game, the playing Baylor. And so that was the whole experience for that. So that was the grand finale. And then after that, we went into the actual program where I started DJs. And I want to show you that part so that way you can see how we transitioned from the raffle into the actual dancing part of the actual gala.
Good job. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get stuck with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here tonight. This is going to become a dance floor now. Please stay. Please have fun. Thank you for supporting our first responders and the Hype Foundation. Have a great night. Enjoy.
Check, mic check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the dance floor is now open. Let's go! We got a brand new style. And just in case you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, we do have complimentary drinks and desserts over there in the terrace. But if you don't need a sweet tooth, and if you want to keep on partying, let's keep it going, baby.
This is something new. The Castle Slide Part 2, featuring the black.
So part of my contract, I'm working with Country Bandits. Here they are coming up right now. So I was in this weird position to where I'm trying to get people on the dance floor, but I was trying to reserve because I'm not really sure exactly what they was going to do. So I'm trying to, play bangers, but also to give the Country Bandits time to get ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you back a little bit. Let's take you back a little bit of Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA. Here we go. Here we go. I need all my dancing queens to report to the dance floor right now. All my dancing queens report to the dance floor right now.
But a freak in a bed. I can do this all day like it ain't no.
Alright, this song is special request. It's called Flex. I know you know the dance. If you know the dance, come to the dance floor right now. I see you. Come on, come on. A little bit of Whitney Houston. Come on. So by this time, the night is pretty much on its way down. Like I said, there are people on the outside. They have an outside terrace where they have complimentary drinks. They don't have music out there. They're just enjoying the night air. So I had people going in and out, throughout the whole of the night at this point. But then as people are leaving, there was this one guy who lost his phone, and he came up to me, and this is what I did to try to help him.
I got the right temperature.
Okay, check over there.
I checked everywhere. You're my last person. Can you do a huge favor for me?
Well,
no, we know it's in the room somewhere. Right here. And I can play your phone. If you can cut the music, just give me 30 seconds to try to find it. So we can chime it, but I can't hear shit when it's playing.
Alright, we have a lost phone in the house, and my guy right here is going to play the sound to see if he can find the phone. Here it is. Are you hearing it? Are you hearing the phone?
Still says it's connected.
All right. So this is me trying to be nice, trying to help the guy out. I'm not even sure if he found the phone or not, but all good. And I wasn't really worried about the music going down because it was towards the end of the night, just us in there. But anyway, now I got this guy comes up to me, asks for a request. I just hope that he was going to stay to hear his song.
My man, can you play like some Spanish music at all?
What? Spanish music?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to hear?
Yeah, like, let me get into it. I'm trying to get my wife on the dance floor.
I got you.
I'm wondering if, like, after this, if there could be like just one slow country song.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yep.
You just missed one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe play
I play that. Yes, I am. Oh, sorry. After this one, I play another one. And as a DJ, you already know another thing. We hate when people come up and ask for a song that we just played, but I still gave this guy his shine, give him his slow song. So if you've ever been to these galas, there's really two types of people. There's people who goes there to give money and that's it and then leave. And then there's a small amount of people who are actually there to party. And this was exactly what you were seeing right here. But this is how the night ended. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, promotion.
And this is how the night ended. They give me kudos. I did a great job. And by this time, everyone was ready to go. The staff is there cleaning up. And here I am just breaking down everything in reverse order. But I love these gigs. They're really low threat. You just got to be professional, be on time, and you really don't mess up. But now, let's go to the loadout. All right, so I want to show you guys where I parked at. So those are the doors that I came out of right here. So I'm going to show you where the actual park was at. So we got to bring the truck right up here. But pretty much you got to go down these stairs. And there's a truck right there. Perfect. The only thing I do is go out the little parking garage, go around the corner, and that's it. So pretty much we was right up under the truck. Literally, like right up under it. Gonna go out that way there. Okay, now we're recording. All right, let's roll out. Yes.
Yeah, I have a couple of those. They're great.
You got a couple of them?
Well, I have the Osmo 2, and then the company I work for, we always buy the newest version.
Yeah.
Because we do a lot of like video production. But I love those for my traveling videos.
Yeah, because these right here, you got the app, and you can just.
Well,
I like the tracking too.
It's a small rig, and
yeah,
it's so user friendly. It has a gimbal system.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't need these big like Ronin systems that have So they're great cameras, man.
This is my first one. I'm a fan.
No, I work in video production. The Osmos are amazing. They're amazing because they shoot 4K, 6K. They can do all that stuff. I mean, I use them for time lapse, motion lapse. They are great cameras. And like I said, a little rig where you can run around on, you know what I mean, on vacation with those things. They do great video stuff.
The only thing that I need to familiarize myself with is the different gimbal modes. You know how they have different gimbal modes, how the tracking?
Yeah.
That's what I need to play around with.
Yeah.
Because it can be kind of weird sometimes when they're trying to.
But still, other than that, it's like the gimbal system alone makes it easier and more user friendly with the system. So that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of cruising.
Yeah.
I use those for my cruise cameras. And that's what they're great because you'll see people on the ships with these massive rigs, and I can get better quality stuff with that little camera.
Wow.
So yeah.
All right,
good
cool.
Little system to use.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, great job tonight too, man.
Thank you. Until next time.
Yeah. Nice meeting you, Nate.
All right, see you guys.
Take care.
Yep. Oh, I gotta record this. All right. So this is the rig right here. This is everything all set up. All right. Got the Osmo right here. Recording, got the clamp. All right. Got the monitor, got the stand that the Osmo was on. RCF mixer, facade, Rev 7, and the rack with the microphones in it, cable bag, and backpack. And that's it. And we're gonna go out these doors and that'll be it. And if you haven't noticed by now, my style is to show you guys every single thing without even leaving anything out. This is why I'm showing you every single piece. All the footage is right here. So that way you are not missing a beat. You're pretty much a fly on the wall in these gig logs. All right. Unhook this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the setup right here. Everything is in the truck. All right. Everything fits. So that's it. So now I'm gonna throw this in the back and head home. But all in all, this was a good gig, man. They're already talking about having me back for next year. I actually do 2 events with them. I do one in May and I do one in November. So Eric Hyatt Foundation, been working with them for years and they like my work, so we're gonna keep it going. So, like I said before, if you wanna know exactly how I am booking these gigs, how I got this gig, and all of my gigs that you're seeing on this YouTube video, check out the Professional DJ Business Blueprint. It's the first link in the description. Everything is in there. How I answer emails without getting ghosted. How I take them from the email into the meeting. When I get to the meeting, what am I asking them? How am I asking for the sale? How am I sending them an invoice? How am I getting a deposit? All of that. And then after I get the deposit, then it comes to whenever we are in planning mode. What I do in the planning, all the questions I ask them, everything, all the way up until the day of the event. All that is inside the blueprint. It's a blueprint of how I got from a DJ with no gigs to a DJ that's fully booked every year. It's the same exact system that I use to go from $7,000 a year to $70,000 a year. It's in the blueprint, it's gold, you will not be disappointed. It's a lot of stuff that DJs aren't being taught, and especially from the business side. So I just wanna give you guys that, but until next time, I'm gonna go ahead and pack everything up, and then I'll see you guys in the office. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the studio. Future Me is here. And just like always, I want to show you what exactly I made on this gig. All right, so this gig a little bit old. I'm still catching up. So private events, up to 6 hours. Total price was $21.49. Actually gave them a discount, whatever, but it ended up being $19.97. And the way I break down the pricing is pretty much half up front, and then the remainder is pretty much the week of the event. So that's my payment schedule. These gigs, I really like these gigs. Low threat, but like I said before, you just have to be professional. Don't mess up. But I built this rapport with them. I've done good work from the first event. So now I'm the go-to guy for DJ. So, and this is pretty much really all what it boils down to is doing the things that you're supposed to do, running your business like a professional. And once you establish that professionalism, then you are the go-to guy, making sure you have your contracts and pretty much your meetings and everything in order, just making sure that you are running your business like a professional. But I go more in depth in this in the blueprint, which I've told you about before. Link is in the description for that if you want more details, or if you want a more one-on-one approach, I have one-on-one coaching available too. You can check that down in the description as well. And one last thing, I want to be completely real with you guys on these gig logs, and I want to put a lot of work in this so that way you can get as much information as possible, whether if it's a wedding or a corporate gig or whatever the case may be. Because this is what I wish that I had whenever I was coming up as a DJ. But now I'm doing this so that way I'm putting down the foundation so that way you can look at these videos and see what goes into the video. So that way, whenever you are in a room, whenever you are negotiating with a client about a corporate gig or wedding, you already know what goes into it. You should already know how to price based off of what I do and basis what you do. Yes, I know that different markets are going to be different. I know that. I'm in Arizona. You may be in New York or Texas or Florida or wherever you are, but you should be able to apply what you see here to your market so that way you can now up your level a little bit, up your price, because you can be like, hey, okay, well, if he can charge this for this, I could do something similar in my market and just get the same thing. You see what's going into it, and pretty much what ties everything together is the blueprint. The thing that you don't see is the inquiries, the emails, the negotiation, the Zoom meetings, the brochures, pretty much all the behind the scenes stuff. This is what the blueprint kind of ties everything together. You're seeing the end result, but the blueprint is where it actually starts. And this video right here, it was all about the corporate gig and what goes on in the corporate world. But if you want to know exactly what goes on in the wedding world, check out this video right here. Spoiler alert, it's my highest paying wedding and it actually tipped me $1,000. But if you've already seen this video right here is going to be the next best video you want to watch. If I were you, I would watch this one But if you've seen this one already, watch this one. What are you waiting on? Click one of these buttons.